What do you do with your so that isn't normal? He dumps the laundry on me when it's warm and fresh out of the dryer. And I sort the socks and underwear from inside the pile while he hangs up the shirts and folds the pants. We call it laundry turtle. Edit. Oh my gosh. Thank you guys for all the upvotes and my first and second silver and gold. I thought this comment would get totally buried. Oh my god, that's so cute. I'ma try this next time I do laundry. It doesn't work in single player mode. He absolutely must touch my butt at least once every time we go to Walmart. I can't even remember how this started. But it's totally ducking weird if we forget. And for a dollar bill that had fallen out of one of our pockets in the washer. And consequently fell down into the crack between the machines when I was transferring the clothes to the dryer. We both ignored it for like a year because we were too lazy to use a broom or whatever to fish it out. And then one of us finally acknowledged it to the other. We decided to leave it there as a symbol of our wealth. We've never been down to our last dollar. It now has a quarter for a friend. As a symbol of our wealth, priceless. When me and my ex would get into dumb arguments, debates, we used to send it to counsel to be reviewed. There was no counsel. There would be no review. It was basically our way of shelving an argument that would never have a winner. Every now and then we'd ask each other if we've gotten an update from counsel on what the judgment was. Edit. I really didn't expect this to blow up. So to answer the most popular question. No. This is not the reason we broke up. We had many other issues in our relationship. Shelving fun arguments, debates was not one of them. We've been broken up many years and are still friends to this day. We still check up on if there's been rulings in our cases. We have decided to fire our counsel for their slow turnaround time. Edit. Wow. Thanks kind stranger for my first Reddit silver. Mayo. This is actually my favorite one so far. I would suggest it in my own house, but I sort of believe these things have to develop organically. Thank you for this gift though. Alright, this will take some explaining, but me and my husband have a game we call Business. I can't fully remember how it came about, but the goal is to fully and completely clasp the other person's right hand in yours and shake it twice while repeating business. If the other person can get their hand free or shout business at the same time, it's a failed attempt. We don't keep score, but the last person who got in a successful handshake is the winner until they are dethroned. So what started as a little inside joke has spiraled into a full competition with such notable wins as at my uncle's funeral. While reaching for an offered water bottle, we live in the desert, and in the middle of any indoor arguments. It's gotten so bad that anytime either of us try to hold hands, we both have a momentary standoff to make sure it's not a ploy. Edit. Just woke up and wow, did this blow up overnight. Thanks for all the comments, awards, and such. You Trent and Nezzy, we did it. We have a successful marriage now. And you're sure your husband isn't just 3 small boys stacked under a trench coat? Thanks for the silver. I'll spend it wisely. On more Reddit. We have the WIC rule. If one of us says, would you kindly blah blah blah, the other one must, no matter what, do that thing. There is zero negotiation. It's mostly whipped out for benign stuff. Sometimes for very silly stuff. But occasionally used in serious situations. It's equal parts silly, fake outage, and a deep, committed trust. It only works because we trust each other not to abuse WIC or use it for evil. Fontaine? Is that you? Straight up wrestle for fun. Not like sexy way or the cute let the other one win way. But like actual competition. Honey. Stop hitting me with a folding chair while we're at the dinner table. Please. We often just stand in each other's way for no reason other than to be annoying. Yup, and the other has to pay a toll to get by. It's usually a kiss. Sometimes a honk of the butt, or most likely a hug. Whenever he sneezes, I shout as aggressively as I can, shut up. To which he responds even louder. You shut up. This is everywhere. At home. In public. It doesn't matter. It's gotten to the point where I consciously have to stop myself from shouting at anyone else who sneezes. Miso and I do something similar. Every time one of us sneezes, the other says shhhhh really loud. I think it's hilarious. Lol, my go-to was always shhhh you'll wake the baby, but that was before we had a baby and it's not as funny now that it's true. We've been married for 32 years. We're both professionals in career with kids no longer at home. Yet for our entire marriage, whenever one of us travels, we do something special for the one traveling. My wife's method is to sneak into my luggage and leave little love notes and comments and requests for a hot call on colored cards. I'm talking I'll pull on a dress shirt and discover a little card in the pocket that says, "Call me at 11 o'clock my time, hot stuff." The people at my work where I travel to the same location now laugh when I reach into a coat pocket, pull one out and read it. Or they see the collection in the pocket of my backpack. I travel 8-12 times a year, so this is some work. My approach is a little different. I write one very romantic or passionate letter or story or poem. Or I sketch something I found beautiful and add a small note. She has saved them over the years, so not only one per time she travels, but Mother's Day or birthday. Or sometimes random desire to let her know I love her. It's now a small book. Also, we always end the day in a call together. Even if I'm in Mumbai and one of us has to stay up until 1 AM or get up at 4 AM. We always tell each other we love them and good night. She still tells me the most romantic thing ever was one time I typed 2 pages of reasons why I loved her, then cut them up into tiny pink strips, numbered of course, and then went through all of her personal stuff and hide them in places only she would find them. Like one inside a pocket in every jacket. One inside her thick and thin gloves. One per drawer in her dresser. One in her makeup kit suitcase. And so on. It took her more than 7 months to find them all. She said it made her day to find one 4 months on. Just stumble across it. I did get this from the author of a book called 101 Passionate Nights. So I can't take credit for the idea. But it was a total surprise to her. Those 2 pages of taped together comments are also in her book of love notes. Yes. She tells me I'm more romantic and mushy than she is. Edit. For those wondering, I got the name of the book wrong. It's actually called 101 Nights Greet Romance by Laura Con. Armpit trust. It's the number 1 rule that cannot be violated. No matter how tempting it might be. You can't poke the other's armpit. While I understand the desire for armpit trust, I would give it up in a second for the joy that comes from poking armpits. Armpit trust vs. Armpit thrust. My ex used to want me to body slam her onto the bed all the time. She still loves it, bro. We have a mating dance that has gotten increasingly elaborate in the decade we have been together. Example moves: slapping one's own butt, moving one's arms like a choo-choo train, one-handed clapping. Some of the moves go out of fashion year to year, but we have a significant repertoire. Now you two just need to record your own custom version of the cha-cha slide. Or whatever it's called. To the right now. To the left. Slap your butt now. Y'all. We stand like 3 feet away from each other and make Street Fighter idle animations at each other for minutes on end. Edit. Obligatory first Reddit silver. Thank you. Our favorite idle pose is 12. We have an unspoken rule that if one of us picks 12, the other has to as well. And because I was asked in DMs, we're both women. Boy, do I have a Black Mirror episode for you. Sometimes when we're kissing, we'll catch each other off guard by blowing a puff of air into their mouth to inflate their cheeks. Same. Or when my boyfriend comes in for a kiss. At the last second I'll stick my tongue out and he ends up kissing my tongue. He hates it so much every time. But still laughs and then will try to do it to me. But I know better. Probably kissy sonar. I am a very extroverted woman and need my existence to be acknowledged every once in a while. My wife is extremely introverted, so conversations constantly are a big no-no. So we make kissing noises around the house every now and then as a kind of I love you. Everything's fine over here, you okay? A kissy back, and we both continue doing our own thing in silence. No kissy back means trying a louder kissy noise. Waiting 5 seconds. And wandering out to make sure everything is okay. Everyone gets what they want. I feel like I'm being paid attention to. She's not overburdened by talking with me or doing something together. But we still are connected. Edit. This does have the downside of forgetting I am in different company and making kissy noises at my boss or friends during a period of silence. My boss did the kissy sonar back absent-mindedly and then had a WTF did I just do face. We now rib one another about it. My boyfriend and I do something similar. When we first got together and all over each other, I jokingly said anytime I ask for a kiss you have to give me one, and he agreed, and vice versa. It's turned into just a kissy noise and the one being pulled has to stop whatever they're doing and kiss the one asking. It's become such a normal thing for us, and our roommate, which is one of his buddies, is getting used to it now too. It's kind of hilarious. It helps a lot when we're in petty arguments or when he gets to the door to leave and I just wanna see his butt one more time. Or in awkward social gatherings with my family when I want to let him know a little extra I love him and value him accompanying me to family functions. Sometimes he puts his mouth over my nose and blows, causing me to make a horrific, monstrous sound of air coming through my nasals and out of my mouth. We call this the exorcism. It's gross and weird, but I love that we can be gross and weird together. My boyfriend did this to me once and I was horrified. I did it back but blew so hard it popped his ears. We have now brought the level down to just gently putting our mouths over the other person's nose without air. We talk to each other sometimes in different voices and characters we collected over the years to make the other laugh, annoyed, uncomfortable, etc., and just duck with so. I often do speak with various accents while she pitches her voice super high and we keep going till one of us gives up. Cuddle or hold hands while fighting. It reminds us that we're not fighting against each other. We need to understand each other and work through the issue. I love it, but I'm too stubborn to try this. I run out to the bathroom after brushing my teeth in the morning yelling fresh mouth, and he gets so excited and puckers up for a kiss. So cute. I draw faces on my bobs with washable markers to send to him to cheer him up. Is the nipple the nose? Or the mouth? We love the feel of our skin touching. Like his chest on mine, skin on skin. Once while walking a hiking bike trail we were discussing it and being silly like we are, we decided to pull our shirts up and like rub our bellies against each other. That exact moment a man came around the corner on his bike to see two weirdos in the woods with their shirts raised and their bellies touching. Lol, we still laugh about that awkward moment. I doubt many other couples non-sexually rub bellies. I seriously thought you were my husband till I read your username. Haha, we do that all the time. I love the way his skin feels against mine.